Welcome back to the channel. In case you're a Dax only subscriber, for everybody else, hey, how's the day going? I hope well. We're long into it now. Uh, just had a really cool blues reaction, so chill. And whew, that's Dax to be a man. Let's just see what happens. I got plenty of Dax reactions here. So I mean, I'm familiar with. Let's just see. Go from there.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Yeah, I know this life can really beat you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion. As a man that goes unspoken, that we can't cry when life gets hard. Unconditional loves for women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts. Yeah, as a man we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that place and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll feel the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try to explain, you'll say, I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Oh shit! I think this is exceptional. Now this applies to my father. I bounced off the bottom way too many times. The Jelly Roll uh, reaction. I guess you'd have to check that out. I don't have a problem with the emotional side as well. Um, it's the real side is all I got left. Right. That's what I found at the bottom was the real me, and then you drag that real you out of the pit. I think this is owed to the silently tortured provider and endlessly brushed to the side. I watch and I realize this because my dad did a very good job at this part. But it's funny how funny, not ha ha, how true something like this is to him, where his existence is measured by what he can still do. He he can't look around himself and see the accomplishments and what should be trophies to life because he was told work hard, save, and provide for your family. And when they disappeared, the purpose dwindled as well. So I definitely relate to the don't feel like they have a voice, but have to do everything they have to do to make it all work out. And when they, no one listens because that's not what they're there for. Now, I'm not saying it's real. Uh, I think it's very real. I sometimes regret that I couldn't take the role that my dad would have built me into. It's funny because there's another word for that they don't like us using, but that's what it was. Was being uh, built up into a man who would, 40 plus, provide, be smart, all this stuff. And, I rejected all that. Had to find that rock bottom. It's complicated. But every good man in my family, this is who they are. I could see that for sure. This is very good.
Care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves.
Yeah, this is I honestly, and it's the same group that I personally, this if I could have ever found a place, and I know I got a couple people on this channel that if I would have ever worked next to them, we could have built an empire. I never ended up next to those individuals. I ended up next to individuals who wanted to co-opt another person's labor for their own success. That is not who we're talking about here. And then the group that we're talking about here, I would think, let's just say from the video imagery, the narrative being woven within the bars and the tune itself, that work ethic built producer. And I'd probably still be playing the game if that's who I worked with, but I didn't. I looked, it was worse and worse and worse till we get to where we are now. And it seems like this idea is somehow openly demonizable by the mainstream narrative generating machine. I'd have to ask myself why. Now, as a tinfoil hat crazy dude, I'm pretty sure it's because the top of the pyramid believes they got the robot power to erase you. But you find that Bubba Sparks reaction from earlier today hidden within the jelly roll. And I think there are other narratives that are unfortunately going to play out, because this group is awesome until they're pushed into a corner. And there's a, I should find it. Basically, how the silent, forgotten, when pushed into a corner to defend their families, will do things you could not even imagine. And you know how you know that's true? Because they silently provide and take care of what they are supposed to, and they've let society brush them aside and pretend they don't exist. So when pushed into that final corner, the response will be so much more than their detractors had ever imagined. And I believe that's 100% true. I just do. I really, really do. I'm positive the majority of individuals actually fall into, in this work ethic forged, would truly rather fall into this category than the layabout do nothing. Now it has to be a purpose a purpose they believe in, but I truly, this is powerful. I can see why the numbers are where they're at. I am not saying that, but that's not why we're here. Otherwise, I'd have chased it 8 days ago. So I'm pretty sure everything I'm trying to say is not just to milk Dax's art. It's to hopefully amplify this message.
Provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be your man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
There's just that. This is where it would come down to I wouldn't argue a damn thing here. You could take a different viewpoint, of course. That's permissible. But the strong men build strong societies, weak men build weak societies. And we're there. That's not some scary, misogynistic, weird thing that a progressive ideology has brainwashed into you. That's everything that was in that song. Every swallowed thought, pain, suffrage, every sore joint and muscle ignored. That group is massive and definitely deserves way more respect than, well, this country gives it. It's a problem with the messaging. Not here, though. Dax, to be a man, that was exceptional.